Apparently, it's live time. Hello. What do you mean it's more frogging? More frogging. You know, I kind of looked at this the other day and I thought, oh, I'll just take it down maybe 6 more rows and then I'll leave it at that and start from there. But I can't because I need to shorten the flipping length of it as well. So I've got to frog it all the way back to the starting chain. Yay! Welcome in to the Friday Live and the ridiculousness that is whatever is happening during it. Welcome. Yes, it's Friday. It means it's the end of the week for most people, but some people it's the start of theirs. Depends where you come from. We have at the top of the chat list up there, we have the prayers and the thoughts list. If you are a religious person, please, 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 please spare a prayer or two for people who might be upon thy list. It would be very much appreciated, please. If you're not religious, you ain't getting off the hook that easy. Thoughts are welcomed too. So if you can think of somebody on the list, that would also be very much appreciated. Please. If you're in the live, thank you so, so much. It's the people during the live that make the live what the live is. So if it's completely and utterly awful, we can blame everybody in the chat. If you're watching the replay, then that is just as much appreciated. Heck, if it's in a tab amongst another 12 tabs in the background on mute and you're still playing it, I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. I'd put me on mute too. Let's just say that. Okay, so I'm doing the frogging back of the wickedly hooded pocket shawl purely because after it had been finished and made, it resembled more of a duvet than a pocket shawl. So I really like this shawl pattern. I want to do it again. I want to do it in this yarn again, which is a super bulky. It's Line Brand Hometown. But I need to make it smaller. About half the size of what it was. So I've got to frog it all back. Anyway, let's have a nosy in the chat. Not the chat. The wheels. The wheels. We have a brand new super wheel for the month of October. So that wheel looks like this. Come on up. There you go. So this is the brand new wheel for October. We currently have on there Miss Perp and Miss Doris. This will get spun on the last Friday of the month. If you are a member, you get double the entries. If you are not a member, that's okay. You still get an entry for every one payment of £5 increments. As an example, if you were to send £10 via PayPal or via a super chat or a super sticker during this live, you would get 2 entries, unless you are a member, and then you get 4 entries. There's your example. Now, this will be spun. I hope I've sorted Nightbot. I can't remember if I've actually sorted Nightbot or not, but this will get spun on the 31st. Halloween, but I hope it's not a scary thing. But whoever wins it will be winning £25 into their currency or an e-gift card of a place of their choice. So there's that. And if we reach the goal at the end of the month, there'll be 2 winners. So keep your eye-pies open. And on the other wheel, we have stitches, because in January, I am silly enough to have decided that we're going to do a CAL. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I was thinking. I was pressured into it, okay? I was pressured into it. We're doing a CAL starting in January. It's going to be Pik'n Mix. Oh my gosh. But for that, we need some stitch ideas. I'm going to be taking 4 every live. If you get a stitch approved and it goes on the wheel, you can't have another stitch on there until the following week. So once you've said a stitch, it goes up. That's it. That's you done. Got to give other people a chance. But on there at the moment, we have got all in a row: alpine, back post, bean, blanket, cobblestone, drop sedge, fillet, front cross, granny, grit stitch, lemon peel, loopy, modified double relief, moss stitch. That almost sounds like you really need to piddle really, really badly. Moss stitch, popcorn, rice, shell, smock or honeycomb, spike, Suzette, Tunisian full stitch, Tunisian simple stitch, and V-stitch. We are looking for crochet stitches that have a multiple of 1 or 3. There is a slight exception, because occasionally we'll be able to do something that has a multiple of 2, sort of, and just kind of miss a little bit of the stitch off on the end. But it depends on the stitch. So I'm a bit tentative on that one. Anyway, we better have a nosy in the chat. So I'm going to scroll up and see who's in here. I know we have Miss Riggles. We have a Riggles. Miss Barbara Wriggle Baker. Welcome, Miss Riggles. Good news. Great news. It's not good news. It's great news from the hospital for Miss Riggles. She doesn't have to see anybody now for 5 years, which seems a little bit... 5 years? Seems a little bit long in my eyes. I thought the most would be 3, but 5 years? I mean, heck, it's a good thing. But at the same time, I have a lot of face pulling when it comes to medical stuff for my own concerns. When it comes to other people, it's just that little bit more Anyway, Miss Christine is in. Christine is crocheting. She says hi Hadija and Riggles, and hugs to Beany with the wavies. Miss Beany, I believe, is on her bed in the back room. It's a little bit cool out there. It's a very, very typical autumn day here. We've got a fair bit of wind here and there. It's very wet and it's very dark, and it's been like that all day. Very typical autumn day for here. So she's kind of moping in the back room. Miss Doris came in. She says, hi, everyone. Coming to say hi and leave math for me. And she also gives hugs as well to everybody with the hugs. She says, I'm at our first Friday thing. She's at the first Friday thing that she does with the family. You know, the thing on Friday, the first Friday. She's there. She said, love you all, and I'll catch the replay. Thank you very much, Miss Doris. Square down. Oh, before I go on, we shouldn't. I hope I don't see a Miss Zara in here today, because she is feeling very ick. She is doing her best to heal up, and I've given her instructions not to come in today. She said she didn't think she would unless she felt better, and I said, I don't want you in there. You heal. So I'm hoping I don't see her, but if we don't see her, then that is why. She's healing up. Miss Lucy's crochet spot. She says, hello, LadybirD and Beany. I'm not going to see anything, am I? She ain't going to come in. She ain't going to come in. And she says, all in chat with a wave. Welcome in, Miss Lucy. Are you a lurking, working, gherkin today? Yeah, and quite rightly so. Mr. Nightbot says, how about saying some greetings on the LadybirD Love community post? All you need to do is go on your phone and go to the posts, and above where it says, I think it's home, videos, shorts, lives, posts, about. Above the posts and about, there's a little word that says community. And if you tap that, you're in your domain, in a sense, where you can post your pictures, you can post posts. Keep them clean, please. But it would be so, so nice to have you guys go in there, take a selfie, or get somebody to take one for you, and introduce yourself. So when you come into lives like this, people go, oh, now I know what you look like. I don't have to imagine you as a purple four-headed, green-footed beast anymore. That's you. I mean, that might be you, but, you know, you don't want to be mis-stereotyped, I guess. But introduce yourself. It'll be nice to see who we're talking to. Now, Nightbot has said about Sharon, but Sharon's post has been hidden, so I can't see it, which is a real pain in the... So let me see if I can see it on the page. Nope. Scroll up a bit more. Is Sharon's post there for me? Come on. Gosh, I'm really behind in the chat, huh? I am really behind. Flipping heck. I am so sorry. I will catch up. I will catch up. No. I don't know if Christine rejected it accidentally or if Perp accepted it, but YouTube ate it anyway. I mean, I do see one from Sharon saying hi to Christine, but I know she said something before that and it's not showing. So YouTube's hungry tonight. How many more people is he going to eat? Hot dog! Crochet. Welcome in, Jamie. She says good morning, and I say good evening. I'm so tired. How do you do, Miss Jamie? Lucy says, sending good vibes to all. Thank you so much. I walk and there are vibrations on the floor. I give my own vibes out. Lacy Lavender's in the house. Welcome in. It's been a little while. She says, shalom, everyone. Not religious, but I do have faith in the Most High and will pray. Thank you so much, Miss Lacy. It's all appreciated. It really is. It is all appreciated. So thank you. Welcome in and good evening to Miss Sharon. Welcome in. Miss Perp. Welcome in, Knitting Purple. She says, hello, Khadija, and the beautiful being. Still nothing. She's in one of those moods this evening. The bean will be the bean. Scrolling down. Miss Darlene. This is Seva Angel. She says, hello, beautiful people with the purple heart for all. The purple love for all. Miss Darlene. Welcome in, darling. It's been a little while. Arity60. I'm going to have pronounced that wrong. I'm not. Yeah, of course I'm going to pronounce it wrong. It's not Arty. It's not Arity. It's going to be something that I can't pronounce, but someone's got to let me know how we're pronouncing this so I get it right, because I bugger everything up. Let's face it. I bugger it all up. Correct me. And it'll be held in my memory for at least 5 seconds. It should be good. Welcome in. Nice to see a new name anyway. Miss Christine, it's Darlene, and it's Lucy. Lucy's dropped the question of the live. Thank you very much, Miss Lucy. It's Lucy. Mike says, here's one Lucy's crochet spot. If you could time travel just once and never again, just once, would you go forwards or backwards? And where to? Why? Where to and why? They can only go once. So it's not like you can go there and then come back. When you're there, you're there. Full stop. Okay? So where would you go? And why? I'm thinking about that one. I'm thinking. If you hear the cogs turning, it'll be a miracle because they're struggling at the moment. They really need a good oiling. Laurie, Stories and Crochet. Welcome in. Laurie says, hi there. I'm not getting heat. You're not getting heat? Would you like to elaborate on that one a little bit for me? Please. Please? Miss Burp says, hello to everyone in chat. That's everyone. Burp said hello to everyone. So everyone needs to say hello back to Pat because she's being nice. She's being courteous. She's saying hello to you. Whoever you are, she's saying hello to you. Okay? So please say hello back to Perp. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll it down, scroll it down, scroll it down. Miss Christine says a prettier center for the wheel for October. The wheel for October, not the stitches wheel, but and now thanks StreamYard. StreamYard is messing me around. Thank you so much. Not the stitches wheel, but the super wheel. We have a pink ribbon because, of course, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It is also a something else month that I can't remember what the flipping heck it was. But, you know, we're trying to broadcast breast cancer awareness, whether you are male or female. So as much as it gives me a really good shudder, we do have a practically pink wheel this month. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. As well as all the thumbnails as well, as a couple of you may or may not have noticed. Did you notice? Did you notice? Or did you not notice? All the thumbnails are going to be pink this month. Ms. Laurie says, haha, my message was supposed to say, I'm just getting here. Not you're not getting heat, you're just getting here. Okay. I'm with it. I mean, I'm not fully with it, but I'm with it. I've got you. Welcome in, Laurie. It's the Sparkly Frog. Hey, Sparkly Frog. She says hello to everyone. So please, everyone say hello back to Magic Frog Crochet, the Sparkly Frog. She said hello to you. Please say hello back to the Magic Frog. Sparkle. Lulu's Treasure Trove is Miss Cindy. Welcome in, Miss Cindy. She says, hi, and lots of, which I'm guessing, because she had a bad night the other night, I guess she's feeling a little bit better today. Are we feeling a little bit better today, Miss Cindy, maybe? And I did email you, and I did comment again. Haven't heard from you. Did you get your 36-month member pack? Because you should have had it. It does say it was delivered, but I don't know if you got it or not. Christine says, with the question of the live, would we know what we know now? Would we know what we know now? Yes, because it's your present self going there. But as soon as if you're going back to the past and you change anything, you might not then have the knowledge as soon as you've given it. Maybe. We're going into quantum leaping, aren't we? I'm going to say yes. whether you go forwards or backwards, as you are present day, you retain the knowledge within your brain. With me, that isn't very much. There's plenty of room for lots more. Because, you know, my brain. Miss Cindy says hi with a to everyone in the chat today. Again, please say hello to Lulu's Treasure Trove, Miss Cindy, because she said hello to you. No matter who you are, she said hello to you. And we're scrolling down. Miss Lucy says her answer to the question of the live: I don't want to time travel. I'm happy right where I am. Good girl. But if I have to, no one's forcing you on this one. If I could take modern plumbing with me, maybe the Regency, Jane Austen time period. Well, I mean, they did have plumbing back then, because that's not that far back. It's just, it was exceptionally rare to have hot water. But there was plumbing in a lot of establishments. But why Jane Austen? Why the Edwardian period? Let's find down. Miss Pearl, give me a second. What came up? What just came up? I saw something flash at me. Not in that way. It's not that kind of channel. Just bear with me a second. Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay. Sorted it. Sorted it. Sorted it. Sharon says, hello, can you see my comment? No, I can't see your comment. I could see your comment, but I can't see your comment. But I can see your comment, but I couldn't, but I can. YouTube's hungry. That was Sharon. Perp says, I would go backwards because I don't like technology and could cope quite happily without it. And maybe I could right some wrongs and change the future. But in what way would it change? For the better or for the worse? Because sometimes we think we're doing good and we're actually doing bad. And sometimes we might be doing something a little bit naughty, but it might come out really, really good. The butterfly effect. Many, many ripples. Lucy says, I worked a night shift at the hospital last night, so I'm laying in my bed, not sleeping like I should be. She's not sleeping. Don't worry, my dulcet drones will soon bore you. I know it helped Sharon sleep, so hopefully it'll work for you too. Lacey says, I don't do selfies. You could always just do a kind of like a wave, or you could do a selfie but put an emoji over your face. Maybe. Sharon says, it's only on your lives that I get hidden. I don't know why. I'm really... Okay, I'm going to jump on my soapbox just for a moment. Without too much energy. Last week, all week, most of this week, up till Wednesday, from Sunday before last to yesterday, Wednesday, I have been speaking with YouTube. I have gotten the same response from well over 8 different representatives, all giving me the same ridiculous poo-poos. I'm trying to be good here. Ridiculous poo-poos of, there is nothing wrong with YouTube. It's on my side. But people must be retracting their comments, deleting their comments, be going against YouTube policy. Another moderator must be deleting their chat or their comments. But there's no issues with YouTube, so I better check my blocked list. I have 3 people. Oh, sorry, no, 4 people as of last week. 4 people in my block list. That's it. And as much as I have pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed YouTube, and even said it's not just me, there's 2 people in particular that whenever they leave a comment, it immediately goes into my held for review. And even if I approve it, the comment disappears. One of those, the comment does reappear under the video, but it never comes into my studio again. And then there's this that has now been happening for the past 3 weeks, nearly a month, with one of the member who will talk in live chat, and their chats are constantly getting hidden. And I've given them screenshots of what these flipping messages are to show there's nothing naughty. There's no words in there that are on my block list. They're not in my block list. I've shown the chats that nothing's against policy, yada, yada, yada. There's nothing wrong with YouTube. I did do a bit of a naughty, and I swore at one of the representatives that was claiming to be a manager. And I just said, you know what, goodbye. That's it. I was waiting for my channel to go kaput at that point. I was prepared for it. It didn't happen because I'm here still. But YouTube, don't tell me that things are my side when it's not just my channel it's happening to, but it's affecting my channel quite badly. So sort it out. It is not my issue. It's your issue. Admit some things go wrong. And I can now come off my soapbox and let's carry on with the chat. Darlene says, some people know what I look like. I know, but, you know, it's nice to introduce yourself to some people who might not see you at Auntie's Live, you know? Cindy says, me and my sister are watching on TV today. I'd love to do something really close up and stupid, but I can't be bothered to get up. I haven't even got a bean on me to give that excuse. I just can't be bothered. I'm too lazy today. I do not get this fat by being very active. Arity says, you said it right. Rhymes with charity. Woohoo! Yay me, yay me, yay me, yay me. Thank you. I'm so glad I got it right. Woohoo! Welcome in, Arity. Lou says, Arity rhymes with charity. So you did pronounce it right. Darlene says, Big Sis is teaching today. Yeah, she's not off till, is it Saturday? Is it Saturday, I think? I did give her a Yoda moment earlier on in the week, and I've tried to help her with her channel a little bit, and we've done a little bit tweaking, a little bit tidying, and hopefully we'll get Miss Auntie's channel boosted up a little bit. Lucy says Queen Beanie does her own thing. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She's in a mood with me. She's in a mood with the weather because I can't turn off the weather. Oh, if I only had the magic touch. Perhaps says, I have 2 stitch ideas, but I'm not giving them till near the end. See if anyone else can suggest any, as I have some on the wheels. There you go. Think of a stitch. If it's a multiple of 3 and it's not on the wheel yet, we're going to put it on the wheel. I mean, we're not going to be using every single stitch in the CAL, but we need a good few to go around the wheel. Okay. So give me your stitch ideas. She also says, what are you drinking tonight, Hadija? I am drinking that awful, horrible, lovely Happy Mail drink that I was sent by Jay, because I've still got 5 or 6 left, I think. The Sweet Tangerine Positive Energy by Yogi. Positive energy. I drink this and I become positive. Maybe I should have drank it before I got on my soapbox. Maybe. Oh yes, outside is lovely and bright and sunny and breezy. My positive glow. Or not. Scrolling down. Sharon says, Dad has his yearly mammogram next Friday. With fingers crossed and there's so many people that say, well, that's just blooming ridiculous. Why is it? Just because a lot of men don't have boobs like women do, what is on their chest is still classed as breast tissue. And in the pec area on a man, you can get breast cancer because breast cancer is in the breast tissue and a breast is chest. Full stop. Men get breast cancer too. It's a thing. And it doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, it's a possibility. If you don't check, if you leave it too long, it may be too late. Don't let it get that far. Louis says, are you taking some tummy pills before looking at your October wheel? I've got special contacts in today, which is actually why you'll probably see me blinking a lot, especially with this one because I haven't put it in properly. As long as I don't touch the wheel, because then I'll get burned and I'll be honest, I did actually think I still had a pink top and I was going to wear it. I don't know why. I don't know why. I should have said this at the beginning of the live. For the first time in a good couple of months, I wasn't actually able to have a shower before the live today. So yes, I'm a little bit of a minger, but I'm having a shower tomorrow instead. And I thought, well, if I end up burning myself with a piece of clothing, at least I can have a shower tomorrow and try and cool off and take the burn away, blah, 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 blah. But the only thing that I actually have that is pink clothing-wise now is pajamas. I'm not going to wear pajamas on your live unless I'm doing a sleeping live, which I really hope I'm not thinking of doing any of those again in the near future. But yeah, I wasn't going to wear PJs all month. So what a shame. I haven't got anything pink to wear. So as long as I don't touch it will be okay. And Christine kind of warmed me up a little bit to the colour yesterday, where she blasted my eyeballs with the colour. And it was too late. Her warning came way too late. Way too late. The damage was done. But yeah, all month it's going to be yes. Scrolly down, sway down, sway down, sway down. Darlene says Canada Post is still on strike, I believe. So I hear. I've got a feeling maybe another 2 weeks. Maybe. Almost guaranteed by the end of October, it'll be normal again. She says. Lacy says YouTube just now sent me a notification for the live. With a raised eyebrow. Perp normally gets it around about halfway through the live. It suddenly come up that I'm live. And she's like, I've been in here for nearly an hour and now you're telling me. YouTube's so nice. The Spaggly Frog says, unless I have a Time Lord with me, I'm not messing with time. I'm too much of a screw up about daily stuff. Don't give me something important to manage. Hey, it's not important. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. Christine says she'd go back in time. She hasn't said when to or why. She's just said I would go back. I'd go back to 5 minutes ago and rethink this question. Darlene says, no, thank you. Not backwards, not forwards. She ain't going nowhere. She's staying where she is. She's more than happy. Good girl. Oh, what did the perp say? Yeah, go for it. Yeah, we can do that one. Yeah, we can do that one because I say that a lot. That's fine. Miss Perp has said to Sharon, fingers, toes, and boobs crossed for Dad. I say that a lot. If you've got 2 of something, cross it. Your eyes, your ears, if you could, if they're big enough. Yeah, I'd do that one. That's fine. Scrolling down. Perp says, don't fall off the soapbox. It's soapy and slippery. It's an old soapbox. I'm probably more likely to fall through it. The amount of times that this fat thing stood on top of it, I'm more likely to go through the flipping thing. Sharon says, Hadija, don't worry. I do worry because it's driving me friggin' nuts. It is driving me friggin' nuts. And, you know, since I started this whole thing with YouTube and speaking to them about the issues, more frequently have these things been happening. More people have been going into my held for review part of the YouTube studio. It is driving me frigging nuts because there is absolutely nothing wrong. When you've got somebody saying, hello, thanks for posting, what is against YouTube policy? Oh, no, I've been on the soap. I'm not going there again. Yeah. Anyway. Christine says that's customer service reps being lazy. Unfortunately, they're kind of apparently drilled. They've got a fair few pages, depending on the subject. They have to copy and paste exactly what's on the page. Why hire humans then? Stick it to their AI. I hate speaking to robots, and AI and automated services just drive me nuts. I want to speak to a human or human, but don't copy and paste stuff at me because it aggravates me more than anything else in customer service. It really does. Treat me like a flipping human being. I might not sound like one. I might not look like one. We may never meet, but still, I am, whether you like it or not, a human being. And I want to be treated as such. Thank you very much. Lacy said they just censored me about their shadow banning. Well, now this shadow banning thing, you're going to have to explain this because I know TikTok have shadow banning, but I've never heard of YouTube having shadow banning. So you're going to have to explain the shadow banning on YouTube. And I have tried looking it up and I didn't get very far. So please explain the shadow banning on YouTube. YouTube despises the truth. It really does. YouTube can do no wrong. None. It's perfect. Darlene says she's off Sunday. Oh, so that changed again then. Oh, well, that's a bit of a in it. She's getting used to it, but it does get aggravating. Yeah, there's a lot with regards to this YouTube that drives me nuts because I'm still under termination warning, even though that was 4 years ago. Sorry, 4 years ago, nearly 4.5 years ago. I had a termination warning, and it's not like, okay, after 6 months they release it. No, it's still hanging over my head. So I do the slightest thing wrong and that's my channel gone. And when I say slightest thing wrong, I still don't know what I did to get the termination warning because it was never explained. So I've still got that hanging over my head. So I can't do even half the things that I see and I know other people do, which makes me rather mad. So grit your teeth and just carry on. Darlene says, can we suggest a knitting stitch? No, because it's the CAL with a C, a curly car. It's only for the crocheters. I'm so sorry. And don't suggest the waistcoat stitch. I'm so sorry. It's a crochet along. Crochet. Sorry. Riggles says, how answer to the question of the live is neither, because it would change things and I don't want things changed no matter how bad they were. Okay, so let me do the question of the live. My answer would be, wow, okay. Well, I don't know what happened there then. Just do what you can, Miss Christine. I appreciate it either way. Sorry. I would definitely go back and I would try and meet myself. If I had that ability, I would try and meet myself. And all I would say is stay away from Darren and Martin and Leeds. Those three things. Stay away from Darren, Martin and Leeds. That's it. I've had an extremely bad past, very nasty past. And as much as I would kind of would be expected to change any of that, no, because it has made me who I am, and as bolshy and as nasty as I can be without intent, I am blooming proud of me because I have so much fight and so much determination, and that's because of the rough past that I've had. But those three, they weren't needed for it. They weren't needed. But the rest of it, all the rest of the bad and the nasty, I'll take it because I am blooming proud of being me. I don't care how many people hate me, despise me, can't stand me, want to spread nasty rumours about me. I don't care. Do whatever the hell you like. I do not care. I am pleased to be me. I am proud to be me. And I want to stay me. Pup says it's rained here all day. It's rained there all day? We've had it on and off. On and off. It's kind of been a little bit spitty. And then we've had a little bit of rain. And then it goes away again. And then it's a little bit spitty. And then a little bit of rain. But we need it so, so badly. We need the rain so, 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 so badly. So dry here. Oh, dry. Me gob. Yes. It's a good one. Oh. I've got to hurry up and drink that before it gets cold. Sharon says, my dad laughs now that he has one breast. I mean, at least he doesn't need you to knit him another one so he can put it in the empty cup. There's something. Danny says, breast cancer is not racist. It ain't racist. It ain't sexist. It ain't anyist. It will go after you as long as you are alive, whether you are a human being or another type of mammal. It will go after you. It is not picky. It's not picky. Perhaps says, so I could smell something. Yeah, me. Yeah, I did put deodorant on, but even I know, couple of my nostril hairs are failing, you know. Laurie says, my hubby had to have a mammo. Everything was fine, but it's important to pay attention to any changes. Plus, now he knows what I go through every year. And heck, that would be a really good story to tell this month if Mr. is okay with it. Heck, it'd be even nicer if Mr. could tell the story. You know? Be good. Christine says, I was yelling, I have pink on, I have pink on. She did, but she gave it a good 3 seconds before she started yelling that at me. I'd already seen it. It was too late. No, I saw it in a call. I saw it. She was wearing pink, like not even subtle pink, like bright pink. Darlene says, oh, I didn't look to see if you did an amigurumi this week. I had to go out. I was out. I went to see the back doctor. But I should be doing an amigurumi this coming Wednesday. And then I have to go eeny, meeny, miny, mo on my list of amigurumi and see which ones I'm going to do. Long cool woman, it's the Mayfly. Welcome in, miss. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I don't know where that came. Well, I do know where it came from. Whew. I'm so sorry. I was not expecting that. I'm so sorry. Welcome in, Mayfly. Louise says that's so upsetting, but I'm not sure what she's referring to because I know I'm so far back in the chat. I'm so sorry. Lacy says shadow banning. Block a user from a social media site or online forum without their knowledge, typically by making their posts and comments no longer visible to other users. There have been times they did it to me so bad that I was making screen recordings and posting them on my channel so people could see what I said. This was happening when I was a mod for a truth channel. That happens a lot around YouTube with different people, but it's not shadow banning. They're not being blocked. It's YouTube being a poo-poo head. So it means something different in the TT social media. Arity said it made you stronger. I don't know about it made me stronger, but the difference between my sister and I'd rather be me. I'm glad I am me. I'm proud to be me. Being the pushy, forceful fighter has gotten me far, a lot further than if I backed down and walked away. So I'm pleased with that. Christine says it just says forward or backward, not how far, which is why I said back. Yeah, but I said where to and why. I said it. I asked. I added on. Perp says, have your lilies opened yet? One has started. The other one is fully open. It ain't gonna last another couple of days. I'll have to take a photo for you. Or if I actually get my butt up, I can show you. But 2 for sure. The others, I think, probably tomorrow or the next day at the latest. Darlene says, but if you go back in time to meet yourself, that could cause some kind of a paradox. You should say, go back with your knowledge so you don't meet those a-holes. I wouldn't want to be of the age of the first one again. I wouldn't want to go through all of that again. If I go back, meet me say bye-bye, part, and I'll go do my thing. And just look, it's very, very confusing, okay? It's very confusing, but you know, if I could, I would, or leave a note or something that I know would be seen. Cindy says, I would not expect you to be any different. It is most important to love yourself first above all others. You can't love anybody else unless you love yourself. You can't. It's impossible to love somebody else completely until you love yourself. Full stop. Else, how can you love others? I feel the same. Mayfly says, my mother had breast cancer. She was cured and lived over 10 more years. The big C virus took her in 2021. May she rest in peace. The really, really good thing for most, not all, but most of us that are watching this, whether we're live or replay, most of us are very, very lucky where we live that if you're in the Western world, we have the ways, the means, the medical background to be able to treat, manage, prolong. In other parts of the world, definitely not. So we are so, so exceptionally lucky. Like I said, I know this is worldwide, and it's not just the Western world that's going to be here. I know of somebody right now in a third world. They've just been diagnosed with breast cancer last week, and it's almost inevitably a death sentence. Yes, I've said that word, YouTube, ban me. Because she's not in a place where the treatment's going to be good enough to be able to help her. And that is just, what do you say to that? Okay, so the question of a live, thank you, Pat. She's dropped it again. If you could time travel just once, and never again, would you go forwards or backwards? I put, would you go forwards or backwards? It's supposed to be or. Clearly, I did that way too late at night, and it was too late at night for my brain to work. Clearly. Sorry. We have the slug in the house. Welcome in, slug. The naked snail, aka Demetra. If you want to be polite, we call her Demetra. Slug says, hello, everyone, with a how to do the cowboy hat and a hug. Thank you very much, Miss Slug. Welcome in. Arity says, my mum had stage 4 also, and she passed in 2000, so 25 years ago. To a degree, I am very pleased that I will never experience the emotion, the feeling of when a parent passes. I'm so pleased I will never experience that. I experienced the next best thing with my grandmother passing. That's enough. I wouldn't be. I'm rubbish with words anyway. I really am. But what do you say to somebody? Because words ain't going to do nothing. Really saying sorry? You haven't done anything. So why are you saying sorry? But you've got to say something. And words are hard. And everybody takes grief a different way as well. There's no right or wrong with it. We all have different feelings. We all grieve in our own way. If we're one of twins, which I'm almost certain Darlene may be able to help with this one. Even if you're a twin, what you feel about something. If you feel sad about something and your twin feels sad about something, you both feel sadness in a different way. You both represent it in a different way because you're not the same people. We're all different, thankfully. We're all different. It's blooming hard to lose anybody. For a parent, it's exceptionally difficult to lose a child. For a child to say goodbye to a close parent, it's not easy. It's not easy. Louis says, it's so upsetting that you have a ban hanging over your head. Really sucks. No, it ain't a ban. It's a termination. Ban you come back from. Termination is termination. That's bye-bye. I can't even watch YouTube. If I get terminated, that's me gone. Gone. Square down, square down, square down, square down. Louis says, my mum had breast cancer in 2007. They caught it early detection. So it didn't contribute to her passing. Square down. Lacy says, I wouldn't want to time travel. It could mess you up real bad, like it did to those people with the Philadelphia experiment. Wait, Philadelphia experiment. What film is this? Do I know this? Do I know this? I don't know if I know this. Perp says, has anyone got a stitch for the wheel ready for the CAL starting in Jan? Yeah, has anybody got a stitch? Anybody got a stitch? Got a stitch? Anyone got a stitch? Need a stitch. Multiples of 3. Stitch. Christine says, if I was going to go back, I'd like to go further back than when I was born. But where? Where? We've already had Jane Austen. We're already going back to the Edwardian times. So where do you want to go? Mayfly says, I would travel way back, probably the 19th century, but not where I live now. I'd go to Eastern US. What happened in the 19th century in Eastern US? And which bit of Eastern US? Why? Why? Why, Mayfly? Why? Miss Di, welcome in. Diane Major. She says, hi, Miss Khadija, with a smile. On the side, but I can't quite go all the way on the side because my neck's hurts. Welcome in, Miss Di. Oh, I did pass your message on to Auntie, by the way. She didn't say anything about it. Nothing. But I passed it on. Darlene says, oh, LadybirD, you have no idea how you will feel when that happens. I was not close at all with my mother when she passed. It hit me. But I won't know when mine passes. I ain't going to know. I ain't going to know when my father passes. I ain't going to know when my sister passes. I ain't going to know when my mother passes. So there won't be any feelings because I won't know. It'll just be, I'm told ages later, oh, by the way, oh, right, okay. I won't know at the time for sure. Slug says, but you could start another channel. No, if they terminate you, that's your IP gone. Your IP gets zapped. But I do have my Stray Kids channel. And Hunter and I have the Englenesia channel. Although, granted, if my IP gets zapped, they'll probably go as well. But I still have Instagram. I mean, it's still Englenesia on Instagram. It's not this. And I've got TikTok. I've got crocheting TikTok. Lacy says it was a movie, but it happened for real. The Philadelphia experiment. Let me put this into Google. Time travel, Philadelphia experiment. By a merchant mariner. Oh, that sounds familiar. Okay, I've got it up. I can look into it. Could do with a good film for Sunday. Christine says Pioneer, late 1800s. That's where you'd go. Di says my message. Yes, your message to Auntie about adding a word onto my nickname. She wouldn't go for it anyway. but still. Slug says, as a scientist in my previous life, I don't believe in time travel, but it's a good fantasy. Things are what you make it. I said a lot of my thoughts though. Yeah, I thought it was quite interesting, but I don't think Auntie will go for it. But you know, maybe she'll reread it and then it'll become a thing. Darlene says, a few times my twin brother had a few episodes that he felt about me. I guess he got very weird when I was in labour with my daughter. Wow. That could have been interesting. Oh, why have I got a knot? That's not right. Oh, we've got a break in the chat. Oh, is it that time already? Flipping heck. Thank you, Christine. Okay, we've got a break in the chat, which means it is time to do the creators linky drops. So if you would like your linky doodab dropping because you have a channel and you'd like people to maybe come over and have a nosy at your channel, then you need to put an emoji in the chat. And we have a money break, so put some money. Send me some money in the chat. Bribe me in the chat, and we can do your linky doodab dropping. But remember, if you want your channel dropping, after you've put your emoji, start typing an advert for your channel. Let us know exactly what your channel's about, what's happening, if there's anything special coming up. Don't just say, I've got unboxings and I show my makes. Of what? Your unboxings of eggs? Your makes of bogey buildings? That has got to be the smallest skein I've done so far, I think. That's tiny. Tell us what your channel's about, you know? So then we can come over and have a nosy. You can do it this time as well, Sparkly. It doesn't matter. You can advertise as much as you like. If you want to do it every single week for 40 years, I mean, that's just weird. But you go for it. If you want to do it, you go for it, because we're here to try and help. And you never know. Someone may not have been here last week, but may be here this week. So, you know, it's a good thing. Even one new subscriber is one new subscriber. It's a bonus. It's a bonus. And stuff. Now, while I am waiting for you guys to drop some money in the chat and bribe me, I do have two things to show after we do the linky doodab drops, because Riggles wants to show off and so does Miss Perp. So I will get them ready. Okay, that's them. And I actually have something to show. Me. Yes, it's coming up to a full moon, but not for another few days. And it's a hunter's moon on the 6th of October. I haven't actually told Hunter this. I will, but it's a hunter's moon on the 6th of October. Very, very, very good time for cleansing if you're into that kind of thing, which I am. So, yes. Open the wheel. We're still waiting for stitches as well after the linky doodab drops. But yes, for the moment, if you are a creator and you want your linky doodab dropping, please send me some cash via an emoji in the chat. Yes, YouTube, I asked for an emoji. An emoji. Thank you, YouTube. And get writing your advert for your channel, and we will get that sorted. We will get it sorted. I've got my tabs ready because it's me that's going to drop your link. Yeah. because bless her, Miss Sarah is recuperating in it. Okay. Oh, Miss Mayfly. Miss Mayfly just became part of the Bug Brigade. Welcome, Miss Mayfly, to the Bug Brigade. Welcome, 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 and thank you very, very much. It is very much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not going to be sending you a postcard because you've already had one. You're not getting two. That's just greedy. But thank you very, very much. She has become a sprouting seedling. Miss Pep says, please keep quiet in the chat and let the creators have their time to shine. And it is about time, so we will do the first, the everything. And I closed the tab and have to reopen it, so bear with me because I'm an idiot. Okay, the first person we have got is Miss Slug. Miss Slug, please drop your advert. Why? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay. I was looking completely the wrong place. That's not handy at all, is it? Miss Slug, aka The Naked Snail, says, I love to share my makes, which are knit, crochet, diamond painting and embroidery, and nature sightings around my home. And I love to show happy mail acquisitions. And there is Miss Demetra's linky doodab. So if you haven't gone over to a Miss Demetra, please do. Please do. Be much appreciated. It doesn't mean you have to subscribe, but go over, have a look. If you like, subscribe. If you don't like, that's okay. It's okay. You don't have to. No one's forcing you. We're just asking. Arity has got to go and says to have a great day. That's for everyone. Thank you very much. I know you've already gone, but thank you very, very much for popping in, Arity. I'm so glad I spelled the name right. Spelt it? I mean, oh my gosh. Pronounced. Gee whiz. Okay, next on the creators list is the Laurie. Laurie, please drop your advert. Let's see if I can find Laurie now. You wait, I won't find Laurie now. I'll be going, where is it? Where is it? Laurie. Laurie's Stories and Crochet. She says, I tell ridiculous stories. I show crochet that I've made and or designed. Most of it she's designed, which I'll come back to in a minute, I hope, if I remember. I show yarn holes. She does. I do diamond painting and regular paintings and generally just get up to shenanigans. Pretty much. That pretty much sums up Miss Laurie. It does. Thank you very much, Miss Laurie. Now, I thought we had 3. Did I miss one? I thought we had 3 people drop cash in the chat. Maybe it's just my brain. It was my brain. Okay, then I guess the chat is open again. Open, says me. Open. Thank you very much, Miss Slug and Miss Laurie, for having your adverts public. And to everybody who held off from the chat, thank you very, very much. Thank you. It's nice to let the creators have a little bit of them time, you know. It's nice to have a bit of spotlight. Okay, come on. Let's have at least one stitch, please. Let's have a stitch. Has anybody got a stitch they particularly like? Let's hope it's a multiple of 3, which can be a bit of a, you know. But yeah, if you've got one, please let us know. Miss Darlene says, I'm only seeing 4 thumbs. Only seeing 4 thumbs? Maybe you need to refresh and they'll come up. I mean, I'm only seeing 1, but that's the one that I gave when I first opened the page. Maybe if you refresh, the rest of the thumbs will come up. I don't refresh because it will come up unmuted, which will be a real pain in the butt. But stitches, we need stitches, people, stitches. Oh, I've come to a knot. That wasn't good. Let's try frog that again. There we go. I very nearly put 2 on myself this week and went, nope, I've put enough on. We need to leave it to the public. So I'm leaving it with the public. The members will have an extra chance during the members live on the 5th of November, of course. But this is your chance. Now, what was the thing that... Was it Laurie that said it? Who said something? I went, I'll get back to that. Oh, her own designs. Please remember that just like in a restaurant when you've got a menu, if you have a pattern for anything, whether you're knitting, crocheting, tatting, looming, doing carpentry, instructions to draw something, whatever it is, if you have something that you are creating from somebody else's design, you can change that, because that pattern, that menu, that design is theirs. If you want to make it exact, make it exact. But maybe you want to personalize it. So maybe you don't like that stitch, or you don't like that little knot, or you don't like that color. Change it. We create the world around us. We don't create it exactly like our neighbor, our family, our friends. We personalize to us. If you are creating something like this flipping shawl, I decided I like this yarn. This Lion brand hometown was gonna be this shawl. It was snuggly, it was silky, it was soft. I wanted this in the shawl, but the shawl pattern was for a DK. So I had to adjust the pattern. I still buggered up, granted, but I had to adjust the pattern. And now I'm frogging it because I'm going to adjust the pattern again. It will still be that design tweaked. It will still be that design personalized. A menu is there to give you an idea of what you can have. A pattern is there to help you make something that maybe you want some of or all of. But remember, you are an individual person. You design the world around you. So just because something is set on screen or on paper doesn't mean that is exactly how it must be. It isn't. It's got gold. Ah! Oh, I left it too long. Mm. Oh. Ugh. Nasty. It's nasty. Yeah. Mayfly says, I'm doing a new one. It's called HDC. Have you heard of it? Half double crochet. Have we got half double crochet on there? I can't remember if I put half double on there or not. Would you like us to put a half double crochet on the stitch list? I'm more than happy to do a half double crochet. I like half double crochet. Let me know. Pep says bonfire night. Yes, the 5th of November. Remember. It's the members only live, and it's also the giveaway live, because OG Twizzlers and above automatically have a giveaway that they don't even have to be there to attend. They just need to be an OG Twizzler or above, and they automatically go on the wheel, and they get the chance to win stuff. And I've got a very knotty knot here. Can I undo the knot? Maybe. Give me a second. Good thing about super bulky, it's normally fairly easy to undo knots. Normally. I say normally. Doesn't mean every time, just normally. And now just move the knot up. Well, that's got to be cut anyway, because that's frayed too much. So I have to cut it a little bit further down anyway, but at least I got most of it, which is good. Okay, let's go back to the chat. Christine says, I love half double crochet. Well, why haven't you said half double crochet then? I don't think Christine has said anything, has she? Has Christine given any stitch options? I'm looking. Christine has not given any stitch suggestions. I would have thought the favourite stitch would have been the first to go on there. It's supposed to be half double crochet. Half double crochet? Half double crochet. What's the half double crochet? Half double crochet. I'm guessing that's what it means. Louise says, I tend to make adjustments all the time, and I like to mash patterns together. Exactly. You make something what you want it to be, not what everyone else wants it to be. Personalize. Darlene says, Zara asked for my notes on that extra piece I made for Big Sissy's surprise. Oh, you showed her? I teased her about it again the other day, just because I could. She's not happy. She's like, shut up now. Shut up. Okay. Mayfly says it's simple, but gives a different texture. Okay, let me look it up. Oh my gosh, she's going to make me work for it. She's going to make me work for it. Oh, the herringbone half double. Okay. Oh, herringbone. I don't mind herringbone. It's a bit of a pain in the butt. But. I quite like herringbone. Let me just have a quick nosy to see multiples. Let me be reminded. Go back up. Well, that's not it, is it, you stupid woman who's pretending to teach? Let's try again. Guessing we should be good, really. Okay. Yeah, we should be good. We are good. So, Miss Mayfly, if you want it on the wheel for the cow, give me the wink. Perhaps says a pattern is the starting point. Exactly. And hopefully a pattern is something that will inspire you for something else. Darlene says, I think you need a cup warmer. No, I just don't need that tea again. That tea isn't exactly the nicest, but the colder it gets, the worse it gets. I'm not having the tea again, so we're good. We're fine. We're good. Normal tea, coffee, almost every other hot drink I can cope with if it goes cold. It's fine. That no. You don't know the herringbone stitch perp, or you didn't know what HHDC was until I said it out loud. Mayfly says, I'll use a pattern to get sizing and shape, but we'll use my own stitch pattern. Good for you. Good girl. Good girl. Christine says, just looked it up, herringbone half double crochet. I have not given any stitch suggestions. No, you haven't. And I'm waiting. Perp says, I spent my Amazon voucher on 3 fiction books. What fiction books? Did you get naughty book? Did you? Mayfly says, herringbone half double crochet, yarn over, go into stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, go through the first loop on hook, yarn over, go through last 2 loops on hook. It's pretty simple, like really pretty simple. Christine says, if the half double crochet isn't on the wheel and work, please add. There we go. We have our first suggestion. First suggestion of a stitch going on. And it is from Christine. It is from Christine. Half double crochet a stitch by Christine is crocheting. Ta-da! I'm going to keep that up just in case Mayfly says yes, please put it on. Slug says, have a nice weekend, everyone. Got to get going. Take care, Miss Slug. Even though you're probably gone, but take care. There we go. I got the wink wink. Okay, let's add herringbone. Half double. Half double crochet stitch, and that is by Mayfly. Okay, let me save that. I've got a feeling Perp's going to say the next one, so I'll keep that up for the moment. You don't need to see what I look like. You know what I look like anyway, so we can wait. 3 Chris Carter books. Ooh. How quick do you get through a book, roughly? Darlene says, how about the hog stitch? Hag. I said hog. I'm so sorry. That's called... Hadija is not wearing her glasses. How about the hag stitch? It is created from the yarn hag Ryan. Let me have a quick nosy. Let me look. I'm sure I've done hag stitch, but like ages ago. Yep, there it is. Okay. So let's have a quick nosy. I mean, it won't get its full potential on a triangle, but I don't think we're going to be able to, you know. I recommend just going at 1 hook size. Number of chains should be divisible by 21. Well, that depends on what you're doing, doesn't it? So half double crochet decrease. 4 chains from the hook, half double in the next 9 chains. No, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to, because there's so many stitches involved with doing one proper stitch. It's not going to fit on a triangle, because our triangles are only going to be approximately between 11 and 17 chains in length, approximately. And unfortunately, with the hag stitch, you need a lot of stitches to be able to show what it is and how it's done properly. Otherwise, it's only going to look like quarter done. So unfortunately, I can't put the hag stitch on. Mayfly says, I'm getting 2 shipments today, 2 books and velvet headbands. Velvet headbands? That's very random when it comes to 2 books and velvet headbands. Why velvet headbands? Why have you not made yourself headbands? Why velvet ones? Pep says, anyone else with a stitch for the 4th spot on the wheel? Yeah, you. You've got like 2 stitches I'm waiting for. That's why the wheel's still up. Mayfly says, my little dog is snoring. I think she's chasing squirrels in her dreams. Oh, I did a very small, granted it was very small, short of Beany earlier today when she was dreaming this morning. And her little mouth was going. She was eating something and shaking her head. And I was like, I'm going to record this. And as I started recording, she stopped. So gutted. I only got about 3 seconds of her actually doing it again, but still got those 3 seconds. Mayfly says, because I wanted velvet headbands? Yeah, but why? You should have created wonderful velvet headbands yourself, you know, because you're a wonderful creator and you can show them off. Jacob's Ladder and Picot. Oh, Picot! I love Picot. Jacob's Ladder. How's that going to look on a triangle? That could be interesting. Isn't Jacob's Ladder 4 or 5? Oh my gosh. I haven't got all of this in my head. I need all this in my head. Picot for sure. People hate Picot, so it must go on there. It has to go on there. I like Jacob's Ladder because it's cables. And it's very funky to make. Let's have a look. Yeah. Scroll down. Multiples of 5. Multiples of 5. So that wouldn't be a full thing either. You might get, maybe, depending on tension for the triangle, you may get 3 at the very most on the base of your triangle, but the top of the triangle is going to be very, very naked. So you're going to have to let me know another one probably, but Picot I can definitely put on for sure. So we've got Perps. Picot. Picot. From Knitting Purple, KP Crisps. So we need one more stitch. Just one little stitchy. We need it right now. Just one little stitchy. I want a wheel. Christine, what? Tourism? What? Person? I have no idea how that would work out. You're going to have to explain whatever that was. Explain. Christine says, oh, isn't that how it goes? Yes, it's how it goes. It is how it goes. Cindy says, I love how the Picot looks. I do as well. I did a, here and there behind the scenes, I will make, it's usually an item of clothing with one other person, and we meet up either once or twice a week in a StreamYard call, And for 1 or 2 hours, we will sit and crochet the same thing and get to the same point. So we're doing it together. And one of those things was, and I can't even remember what the flipping top's called. I'm going to have to look it up. I really, really want to make another one, but really not with the yarn that I used because it was horrible. I can't tell you what I call the top, but it is full of diamonds with picots in the middle of the diamonds. It looks amazing. And so many people go, oh, I love that top. I don't know why they love that top, because the colouring is like vomit. And that's half of the name that I call it. I just can't call it the other half. But I like the top. It just needs to be in a different colour. Really needs to be in a different colour. But it's just absolutely covered in these picots. I love it. I love it. Just not the yarn that was used. Mayfly says, I love picots too. What about the Persian stitch? You've already had your go, Miss. We have the long cool woman on the stitch wheel for this week. Any other stitches from you, my dear? Hold them tight and release next week if you're around. Because you can only have one per live. And we got you. We got you. We got you, Herringbone. Cindy says, so vintage. 33 months from Miss Lulu. Miss Lulu. You didn't tell me if you had your package. You got to tell me if you had your package. Oh my gosh. Darlene says, how about the bubble stitch? We have got popcorn. So they're going to practically look the same. It's just the popcorn takes up an extra 2 loops per stitch to bubble, but they're going to look exactly the same. So I'm deliberately not going to put puff or bubble on because we've already got popcorn. Sorry. Look at me rejecting everything that Darlene says. It's like going back to the days when I used to reject everything Perp said. And she thought I had something against her. You reject everything. Not my fault. I'm just giving facts. Perp says, crisps. Not got any. I haven't got any crisps. I don't have crisps in the house. It's not really a my thing. Cindy says, it sounds beautiful. It's a really, really nice top. Can I find it quick enough to not be looking for 20 years for it? Let's go into my patterns, tops, cold shoulder, cuddly. Is it in Diamonds in the Sky? Is that it? It blooming is. I'm awesome. Okay, I will show you this. As long as I don't show the pattern, I should be good at showing you what it looks like. I'm not going to show you mine because mine looks like vomit, like I said, because of the ridiculous yarn that I used. And on my PC's having a meltdown. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can show you that. Let's remove that and show this one instead. And then you can see the top that I'm talking about with the picots. Let me make it big. Let me make it big. There it is. That is the top that I made. Like I said, I really, really like the top. And I should have done it in 1, a solid colour, and 2, a lighter colour. Because what I've got, I think even Perp would say it looks blooming horrible. But it's called the Diamonds in the Sky sweater, I believe. But that's it. That's it. Okay, now we've gone all, what the heck happened with my screen? Oh, StreamYard is driving me nuts. Okay. There we go. Squally up, squally up, squally up. Cindy says it sounds beautiful. It's pretty. Perhaps says, is it cotton? Yes. Could you dye it? No, because it's 2 variegations, and the main variegated is green, and the cuffs, the collar, the hem is all purple, but they're dark, but it is cotton. But if you dye it, it's going to look bleeding hideous. It's already bad now, but it'll be hideous. Laurie says, I just got the postcard. Thank you. You're very welcome. I'm glad you got it too. Well done. Yay. Yay. That means there's still... Oh, you got that postcard. Oh, you got that postcard. Oh, that postcard. Okay. I know which postcard you're on about. I was talking to Mayfly about postcard earlier, and I'm like, okay. But no, you got the other postcard. Okay, you got the other one. You're welcome. I mean, I don't know why you're saying thank you for a thank you, but still, you're welcome. Thank you for letting me know. Perp says, I'm doing well. I think I have 4 stitches on the wheel now. I don't know. How many stitches have you got on the wheel? Let's have a quick noddy. KP, KP. KP, KP, that's 4. KP, that's 5. KP, you have 6 on the wheel, Miss KP. Darlene says, gotta go. Hope to see a lot of you on Sunday. Over aunties. I know you've already gone, but take care, Miss Darlene. She's going to kill me. Darlene, 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 Darlene. Mayfly says, I'm having a baked potato. Oh, jacket spud with cheese, jalapeno, and sour cream. I love sour cream. I love sour cream. I would probably, if I had sour cream on a jacket, I would have sour cream and chive, I think, which would... Miss Cindy says, I did get my postcard. No, it's not a postcard. That was ages ago. You've had a package from Amazon. I thought I opened it up on a live. Thanks. No, you've got an Amazon package. Cute pattern. Laurie says, I can't think of a small stitch today. Just a smaller stitch, just a little stitch. Perp says dye it black. Yeah, but the thing is, you'd have to like really, really dye it. But it looked quite blooming nice in black, I think. But the darker bits of the variegation would come through as a darker black, I think, and that would make it look a bit weird, maybe. It says, yes, the squares postcard. The squares postcard. Christine is now hungry. So Mayfly has made people hungry in my life now. Thank you very much, Miss Mayfly. What time are we on? Oh, we've got 20 minutes. Okay, we've got 20 minutes. Right. I'm going to say this here. I am doing a video about it shortly because I have to remind people about the CAL. But for those who are interested in actually doing the CAL, I have recalibrated because I have changed the design ever so slightly. And I'll be saying this exact thing when I do the video, but I'm giving you a heads up as well, just in case you don't see the video. So I can't exactly remember what I said last time about how much yarn you need, but I reworked it out. And you're going to need 5 colours at 300 meters each if you're doing DK, or 400 meters each if you're doing Aran. But if you are unsure, a little tip, because this is how I worked it out. A little tip is, whichever you would prefer doing your CAL in, whether it be DK or Aran, make a triangle using popcorn stitch. Make sure it's 6 inches by 6 inches. Make a triangle, fill it with popcorn, and then put a little a peg or something that you can stop the yarn, and measure how much yarn you've actually used for that popcorn stitch triangle. When you've got that number, times it by my brain just farted. Oh my gosh, my brain's farted. Times it by, is it 25 or 50? Oh my gosh. My brain. Ah. Why can't I remember if it's 25 or 50? Where's Mel when you need her? 50. Times it by 50. And that is how much of each colour you will need at the most. I can only give you a rough estimation because I don't know your tension. I don't know what you're using. And my tension, okay, it's fairly average. But if I'm in a bad mood, it shows in my stitches and my tension gets a little bit tighter. If I'm like, everything is all loosey-goosey, so you end up using a little bit more. We're only going to be doing the popcorn twice, and that is the biggest yarn eater we have. So if you can times it by 50, that is the maximum amount of yarn you're going to need. So, you know, it's a kind of semi-easy way of finding out exactly what you need for the CAL. Cindy says, was it a book? Yes. Someone sent me a book, but it didn't have a name as to who sent it. Yes. And there was a gift note in it. So I was unsure as to who sent it. There was a gift note inside it, not necessarily inside the book, but inside the packet. There was a gift note that said, I'll tell you what it said. I will tell you exactly what it said, because I'm guessing it's gone in the bin. Not the book. I heard the book hasn't gone in the bin. But I'll tell you what the note said. It says, let's view the item. View order details. Oh my gosh. I went into the wrong bleeding thing. Hang on. Oh, if I had a brain, I would be so dangerous. And now I've lost it. Oh my gosh. View order details. You're going to be in there? Where are you? Oh my gosh, it's not even showing me. It said something like 36-month member pack. This is the final, so I really hope you like it. And then it said LadybirD, from LadybirD Loves. It said something along those lines. So if the gift little piece of paper went missing, which they often flipping do because they're so flipping tiny, then I apologise, but it did say something along those lines. But it's the pattern book. Perhaps a salty or sweet. For the popcorn, you make it how you like it. Personalisation, my dear. Personalisation. Excuse me. Christine says, did you have pictures to show? Yes, I did. Oh, my gosh. Dangerous brain. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, I did. Thank you so much, Christine. Okay, so I have Miss Riggles wants to share her remote. She's called it a remote caddy. If I can open it, there we go. That she has just finished making. And it has 3 funky little pockets. Can we go in? Come on, there we go. We're doing a zoom. There you go. She demonstrated with one remote. I don't know what's going to go in the other pockets, but I'm sure she'll fill them up soon. But at least she'll have it all close at hand. So she's made herself a remote caddy. There we go. So that is from Miss Riggles. That's her latest make. And then, give me a moment. Got to open the other one. Up. There we go. There we go. Miss Perp. After I made what I guess can be a pumpkin in my amigurumi pop-up live a couple of weeks back, Miss Perp was desperate to make one, and she made a few. So here are 3. And then she made a little scene in her fireplace with some mushrooms that she had done, which I think I showed last week. The mushrooms that she painted, the toadstools, sorry, not mushrooms, toadstools that she painted at the, it's not craft class, what do you call it? Perp, help me, at the group, craft group thing that she does each week. And she even did, look, she's got a granny square one as well. Look, we got there, look, we've got one up there. Got one up there. And then the little scene down here. So we have a whole little sceney doodab with the pumpkins. She is autumned up. Craft Club. Thank you, Miss Perp. Thank you, thank you. We have a whole little scenario for autumn going on from the Miss Perp. So Miss Riggles has been practical and Miss Perp has been decorational. If that's the right wording, probably not. But you know what I mean. So our ladies are creative ladies. Miss Terry, welcome in, Miss Terry. Terry says, hello, Lisa. She's very demure. Welcome in, Miss Terry. Yes, Terry, get on the community post. Get on the community post, Terry. We need to have you introduce yourself. Community post. Miss Christine says, nice Riggles. Perp says, great. Miss Mayfly says, nice. And then Cindy says, ooh, it was a pattern book. Yes. Yes, the slip was not in the package, so I had no idea who it was from. What a pain in the butt. I'm so happy now to know who sent it. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it and love it. I know it was early to send that pattern book, but I was running out of Prime. And I thought, well, it's only a couple of months. Send it quick. So you got your 36-month member pack a little bit early. I just hope it's right for you, because I was a little bit unsure. Christine said, pumpkins galore. Oh, too fun. And Cindy loves it. And Pubs also dropped the question of the live again. If you could time travel just once and never again, would you go forwards or backwards? Not backwards, or backwards. and you've got about 5 minutes to answer. So what would you do? I've stated mine. Christine stated hers. We've had 2 other answers, and most people have said they wouldn't at all. They'd stay where they are. They're happy in the present day. Actually, why would I be selfish and warn myself? I could warn somebody else, but I don't think she'd listen. I don't think she'd pay any attention. So you be selfish and you warn yourself. Yeah, I'm sticking with my answer. I'm sticking with it. You know, I'm really hoping that by the end of this live, I'll have at least 1 skein done. I mean, I say 1 skein. I've got it.
I've got an echo in you one too. Echo in you one.
Oh yeah, I was going to show my thingy. Oh, this means I've got to get up so I can show the flowers as well. So, for those that saw the slideshow, you know what this is going to turn into, because I showed it in the cracking the whips. Amazing that I showed something that I've done in cracking the whips, because I very rarely have anything to show. But I am now on my 2nd square. It will be square, okay? It's round at the moment. It will be square. But this is the start of Sophie's garden. And I'm using Scheepjes Whirl, and this is Blueberry Bambam, which is fingering weight, and I've got to make 12 of these squares, so bear with me. So that's the start of one. Hang on. And this is a full one when it's completely made up. I've got to make 12 of these because they're going to turn into a blanket eventually. It's slow progress, but it gives me a little something to do. And Miss Perk wanted to see the flowers. The flowers, which is making it blurry. Hang on, I don't know if I can do this and unblur it at the same time, but I'll try. Hang on. Let me focus. Hello, my love. There we go. We have some openings. We have some openings. Of carnations and roses and croissants and gerbras. Carnation. And we have a bean. If I get out of here, give me a second. I'm going to put these down. Got eucalyptus. Yes, my love. We have wheatgrass, which I'm not going to eat or turn into a smoothie. Bean, it's not time just yet, but you get in there. You get in there. Almost time for the bean. I should have bought more treats in, because I haven't got any in my drawer right now. So she'll probably want treats and I can't give it to her. Let me just get rid of that. So I'm off that page. To Miss Riggles and to Perk, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. Hello, my love. Oh. You're going to come and say hello? Please? They need to make sure you're alive each week. That I haven't starved you or I don't know, something. Can you come and have a look? We have the beans. We have the beans. You're not happy. You're still in the mood with me. I can't turn the weather off. Clawed in the arm. Ouch. Thanks. You happy now? What are you sniffing for? Oh, yeah, you haven't eaten the meat yet. Sniff it out, girl. Go on. Go on. She'll jump up in a minute. In a minute. In a minute. What's up there? What is it? Come on. Come on. Silly bugger. I'll just scroll up quickly. Mayfly said it's very pretty. And I like those flowers from Miss Perp. A little bit overwhelming. Little bit overwhelming when they came on Tuesday. If you go up there, there's some meat. There's a little bit of chicken up on your seat. Yes, up there. Go get a chicken. Do you want a chicken? Do you not want a chicken? I love that fuzzball. I really do. Perhaps says hello, Beansy. Oh, we got a look. We got a look. We got a look. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, at least she doesn't hate me overly. She'll let me kiss her. Christine says lovely flowers. Fuchsia flower shape. A face fuchsia flower shape. Face fuchsia. That's a flipping tongue twister and a half. That is. Mayfly says my dog heard you say treat. I'm so sorry. It is perked up and Rascal woke up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. I am sorry. Get your chicken. Get your chicken. We have to say goodbye in a minute. They need to know you're eating. You're not wasting away. Mwah. Love you. Okay. If we've got no more stitch thingies, wait a minute. Yeah, we've only got 3, haven't we, for today? We've got Christine, we've got Mayfly, and we've got Perp. We didn't. Oh, now we're going up. Now she'll find the chicken. Did you find it? No, she hasn't found it. Look, bring your nose down a little bit because it's right under your nose. Yeah, just there. Go on, sniff. Sniff. Use your nose. Sniff, sniff. It's literally under her nose right now. Can you smell it? No, we're sitting on it. Oh, there you go. Yes. Oh my gosh, she sits on it and then she finds it. Anyway, right, let's bugger off. For some, it's the start of the weekend. I hope you enjoy it. I really do. I've got a lot of work to catch up on this weekend because I haven't been around this week very much. So I've got to catch up. I've got to do that flipping video for you guys for the CAL because I was supposed to do that for the 1st of October and I didn't manage to get it done. I did the Secret Santa one instead because I thought it was more important. I've now got to do the CAL one and I've got another couple of videos for another one of my channels to get done. It's exhausting, I tell you, it's exhausting. Okay. All of you have a good weekend. Thank you so much for popping in. I really, really appreciate it. Again, if you're watching the replay, thank you. If you were in here during the live, thank you. Next week, I will share some stitch markers that aren't on Etsy yet. Don't forget there are Halloween ones on there right now, but Etsy is linked down below. And just a little heads up, there will be a sale coming up shortly. But next week I will show some stitch markers that aren't on Etsy yet. You can still buy them, but not through Etsy. It can only be through email right now. And of course, everything is customizable. We've only got to and I can see what I can do. Mayfly says my dogs had duck and chicken flavour. I'll have some duck. I'll beg for some duck. Oh, I love duck. Oh, I haven't had duck for ages. But anyway, take care. Have a nice weekend. Smile at somebody. And even though I'm really neglecting mine right now, I've got to sort these out this weekend. That's another thing I've got to do. Look after these. Look after your hands, your main tool. If you're lucky enough to have these amazing things on the ends of your arms, look after them so that these can look after you and look after those around you. They show love, they show hate, they show everything, and they help you constantly. So help them, please. Take care, everybody. Have a lovely one, and hopefully I'll either see you in the pop-up on Wednesday, where I have no idea which amigurumi I'm going to be attempting to make. Oh, it's a journey. Or maybe I'll see you on Friday. Either way, I hope I see you soon. Take care, take care, take care. Godspeed. Bye-bye.